Hello, hello, international career seekers. This is Dahlia, and just in case we don't know each other yet, I help professionals land international careers or grow their international careers in the direction that they want for those of you who are already working abroad. And so I pretty much have the best job ever because I get to work with really, really ambitious people who want to have a purpose in this world, who want to make sure that they're making an impact and also want a lot of freedom in terms of their personal lives to be able to create the lives that they want both personally and professionally. So I work with really, really amazing people on their careers. And I'm hopping on here to check in with all of you and see who is playing the waiting game right now. So when I say waiting game, I mean, are you waiting on something right now? Do you feel like your career is kind of in a rut or kind of stuck because you're waiting for something? If that's you, let me know. Say yes and let me know what is it that you're waiting on. I know for some of you, you are waiting on an application that you've done. So some of you have found your dream job somewhere online, you've put in an application, and now before you do any other applications, you're waiting to find out if you're gonna get that one because that's your dream job. Or some of you have sent out a number of applications and maybe you've gotten a couple of interviews or someone has sent you a message saying they seem interested in you, and now you're waiting to see where that goes and you're not sure if you should keep applying or keep looking for other opportunities or if you should just wait and see where this goes before you put in that additional effort. So if any of this is you, let me know what the situation is. For some of you, it's actually not so much about waiting on an application. For some of you, it's waiting on something in your current role. So some of you are saying, okay, I've been promised a promotion or promised that we would get to discuss something at our next meeting. So sometimes, your boss will say, okay, we can discuss a salary increase or we can discuss a promotion or we can discuss you moving on to the roles that you really want to be doing next time we have a review, for example, or at this next big partner meeting, we're gonna, see what happens. And so you're waiting for that to see what to do. And a lot of people I talked to this week are playing the waiting game. So they're stuck in waiting and they're feeling really frustrated because it's like, you don't know, do I keep taking action towards my goals or do I wait? And if I wait, how long do I wait for? At what point do I start taking action again? At what point should I change my approach? It's like, it really makes you feel like you're stuck and it makes it difficult to know what to do, right? And a lot of you guys, this is why it's so important to talk about it, a lot of you guys can be stuck waiting forever. I mean, hopefully eventually you'll realize that doesn't make sense to wait anymore and you'll do something about it. But some people don't realize. Some people jump from one waiting situation to the next. So waiting can often come in the form of fear, right? So fear tells us all of this crazy stuff to make us not move forward all the time. And the worst thing about fear is that it doesn't actually feel like fear a lot of the time. So it'll sound like really, really logical excuses, really logical reasons not to do something. So it'll say things like, well, let's not do that just yet because let's see what these other people say. Oh, hi, Maya. So fear will make us think that we are that we have really good reason not to move forward. Sorry, I got distracted by the people coming online there and seeing their faces. Yeah, so I was just saying that fear comes up in ways that are really insidious. And by that, I mean fear you won't know that it's fear most of the time. It's very rare that fear will actually look like fear. So most people, it's one thing when they're like, yeah, I guess I'm in my comfort zone. I guess it's scary, so I'm having trouble making that decision. That is tough enough. Even when you know you're facing fear, that is tough enough. But the worst thing is that most of the time we don't even realize is that the excuses our brains are coming up with are actually just excuses and not real reasons not to move forward. So some of you guys are going, well, I'll just wait before I keep moving forward. I'll see, you know, maybe they'll get back to me, maybe this, maybe that, and they all seem like totally valid excuses. And once in a while, it can be a good reason to wait. I mean, there definitely are some situations where waiting makes sense, but you guys need to see the difference between being in a waiting situation for a couple of days versus a couple of months, if not years. And you need to be really clear about what it is that you're waiting for. So it's one thing if someone says you're hired and we're just creating the contract, and so you're waiting for the contract. And by the way, if you haven't signed a contract, then definitely don't quit your other job right away until you've signed that contract, because sometimes you're going, oh, I'm just waiting for the contract, it's a done deal, and it doesn't come through. But let's say that supposedly something is a done deal, you're waiting for that contract. Okay, maybe that would be a good time to stop applying to other positions, right? Maybe you don't need to be rushing after something else. However, if you've done an application, even if it's for your dream job and you think you're totally qualified and that's definitely, you know, the job you want and you really hope you get it over and above any other position in the world, probably waiting around to find out what the answer is going to be is not the right approach, right? Because what if you don't get that job and then you've just wasted a couple of weeks, if not months, waiting for them to get back to you and you still haven't moved forward. And likewise, even after a job interview, so some of you are going to job interviews and then you think, oh wow, I'm getting really close, so maybe I'll wait and see what they tell me after the interview. And you guys, you know, even if you're doing interviews, even if things seem to be really heating up, you seem to be getting close, you don't need to wait. Like, waiting is the worst kind of situation that you can be in, because you are just giving away your power to someone. Sometimes we don't even know who we're giving our power away to. It's like we're giving our power to a system, sometimes a computer system somewhere, hoping they get back to us, right? Even giving our power away to this automated system that's going to send us that dreaded automatic response that says, thank you for your application. Unfortunately, you know, we're getting lots of applications. We're not able to get back to you personally, but you've been rejected. Or sometimes we don't even get that rejection email and we've been waiting for nothing. So you really want to think, am I in control in this situation? And if the answer is no, you don't want to be waiting. You want to always stay in control as much as possible and in action mode as much as possible. So even if you have interviews, even if sometimes you have 2 offers on the table, well, if you get a 3rd offer, that'll put you in an even better position to negotiate what you want. And so you really need to be careful about limiting yourself. Like, go for less limitations, not more limitations. And often waiting is kind of like putting a limitation on yourself. So really think about how you can maintain control, how you can stay in the driver's seat of your own career and not fall into the waiting game. Even when you're waiting for someone else to get back to you, it doesn't mean that you have to be waiting. You can be doing something else. You can be furthering your career in other ways. And for those of you who are waiting for a promotion or waiting for your next review, there is lots that you can do to make sure that that review process goes well. And so that leading up to the review, you're taking the right steps to make sure that when you get there, things will actually go your way, right? And that's where, like, some of my clients are not even looking for a new job per se. They're just looking to level up where they currently are. And so we're working together to see what are the steps they need to take in order to make sure they move up where they are. Because a lot of people want to get to, like I said, the people I work with, they want to make an impact. They don't want to be just working hard and that's it. They want to be making sure that they're in those positions where they can really make a difference and really have a purpose. And for a lot of them, that will mean moving up to a kind of managerial role. It will mean that they want to be in charge of some decision making, which means that they do need to take necessary steps to show their worth and to show why they should be in those positions, right? And that doesn't just come down to the work that they do. As we all know, working hard doesn't necessarily equal moving into the places you want to be moving into. You're going to need to have certain communication techniques and a marketing strategy for yourself and a career strategy for yourself to make sure that you are getting recognized for all of your great contributions. So No matter what position you're in, no matter what your goals are, you always want to be trying to get out of that waiting mode and into control mode, and try to see how you can take back control. And often now, and we will speak soon. And for those of you who don't want to wait anymore, who just want to get to that next step and you want to get there quickly, and you want to make sure that you have that control and you have the strategy and you have the plan. Oh, hi Craig, nice to see you. We're just talking about waiting and how to stop being in waiting mode and how to move forward. So yeah, for those of you who want to get moving forward, even if you're waiting for some things right now, who want to keep having control, who want to start getting even more opportunities so that even if one of those comes back affirmative, you're gonna have more options to choose from. And you're gonna be able to be one of those people, like a lot of the people in my program, who will have, will go from a space of having no offers and feeling like there's no possibilities and they just need a paycheck, to having 3 job offers on a table and visa sponsorships and all of those things that people are after, and being able to then negotiate lots of holidays and to be able to negotiate the kind of roles they want, like their terms of reference, so they're making the impact they want to be making, and of course able to negotiate their actual salary so that they can really be paid and what they're worth and be valued, because they have other offers on the table and they can say, look, I want to work with you, but I do have these other offers, and so you're going to have to match that or surpass that if you want to keep me. And that is the kind of situation that I want for all of you, so that you're not waiting and just taking whatever's given to you, but you're able to have those opportunities available. I want the world to be your oyster. You can work in the country you want to work in, be around the people you want to be around with, make the impact that you want to be making. That is our aim. So you guys, if you want to get unstuck, if you want help with that, let me know. You can send me a message and we'll see if a career roadmap session is a good fit for you. The career roadmap session is really just for people who are ready to get unstuck, who want full-on support towards making their goal happen right now. So it's definitely not for those of you who are in waiting mode. I mean, it can be for you if you want to get out of waiting mode, but if you're still waiting, if you're still looking for tips and tricks and just kind of tactics, like different things that maybe you can do, then it's not for you. It's really like to yank you out of waiting mode and get you those opportunities coming in. So if that sounds like a good fit, let me know and we'll see if we can get you on a career roadmap session. And otherwise, let me know in the comments, what is it that you're waiting on right now, and what is that big goal that you want to be getting. So I'll go take my flight now. Lovely speaking to you as always, and hope to see your faces again soon. Bye guys.